The billionaire owner of the Miami Dolphins and a pair of big fitness centers under fire for planning to host a fundraiser for President Trump. Dolphins wide receiver Kenny Stills, who has taken a knee during the national anthem, blasting owner Steve Ross, who also supports a nonprofit aimed at improving race relations. Stills tweeting this: "You can't have a nonprofit with this mission statement, then open your doors to Trump." And now some investors calling for boycotts of SoulCycle and Equinox. Ross is the chairman and majority investor in their parent company. Model Chrissy Teigen tweeting, "Everyone who cancels their Equinox and SoulCycle memberships, meet me at the library. Bring weights." Ross firing back in a statement saying this: "I have always been an active participant in the democratic process. I've known Donald Trump for 40 years. And while we agree on some issues, we strongly disagree on many others. And I have never been bashful about expressing my opinions." And the Trump campaign coming to Ross's defense, telling Fox News this: "He's a great American exercising his First Amendment right." Kenny, what do you make of this? And now kind of the backlash is growing with this, with Stills coming out on Twitter.
I think that if some of his players have an issue, they should sit down and talk about it. I think we need to have more conversations and less canceling, because the idea of canceling businesses and canceling people and forcing people to the sidelines, it's very, very counterproductive. And, some of his players may have some issues with that, and that's fine. Go ahead, use your voice, express your opinion. But, if you're canceling your SoulCycle credits, I'll go ahead and take your bike.
Well, and I feel like it's a lot of that is for people to feel better about themselves, that like they feel that they're standing up for something that's bigger than them by canceling their SoulCycle membership. I mean, this is nothing new. I mean, we've seen this, whether it's, Chick-fil-A boycotts from the left or Nike boycotts from the right. People do it, and they think that, and they're voting basically with their checkbook in this case.
But it hurts the people who work there.
I agree. I happen to not agree with Chick-fil-A, not agree with Hobby Lobby, and consume from both of those entities. But that's my personal
And people
choice.
are going to forget because the list is too long of places that you got to.
Oh, they're going to carry it around with them. Kenny Stills is a great wide receiver, Oklahoma Sooner, where I went. I take pride in him, but he's, I wouldn't be listening to him on a lot of political issues. But what this is more of the same in terms of these boycotts, and where you're going to have a group of people who are going to have to enjoy their increasingly isolated enclaves on the coast, where they have carefully curated products and goods and services produced with maximum wokeness, and they're going to have a limitation of things they can buy and produce and consume, and it's absolutely silly. And they're going to, if you look at what is going on in terms of an overall process and the division that is being created in our country between who's donating to who or who supports what or who owns what, it's just, like you said, it's just
all this is, it sounds like, is a dude who is from New York, who runs in very affluent circles, who's known Trump for 40 years. And this is about something bigger than politics and more of a personal
He's one of the biggest real estate developers in the country. His company is developing Hudson Yards. And I'll say this, all this outrage about gyms. Gyms aren't churches. You don't join a gym for shared values.
Yeah.
You join a gym so your thighs look good.
Equinox, stop blasting MSNBC. It's a bad look.
Yes, Kennedy. Bringing it. Thank you, Chris Wilson. Good to see you. Kennedy and Capri. We will back tomorrow at noon Eastern. Right now, Melissa Francis is in for Harris.